Yeah, I think when I get home, I'll play some Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely gonna do that. Yeah, I can't wait to get home and play. Hell yeah. Oh, I can move on to that new land. That's right, I forgot about that.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. You know what time it is. Hope you guys like my little interlude right there. I'm sorry for the noobness. I keep forgetting. I'm trying to make these little funny skits, trying to have a little fun with this YouTube thing, and I'm making it with my phone. I'm not like these professional YouTubers out here. They got cameras that shoot in widescreen and everything. Everything's perfect for them. So I keep forgetting when I make it with my phone, I gotta flip it to landscape. So I'm a noob. Excuse me on that one. But yeah, I was just messing around. Made a little something for what we're gonna talk about this video, which has been getting a lot of attention lately from the community, and the developers and the community managers have been pretty silent on it. Not so silent. We've gotten a response, which is basically too bad, so sad. But the topic at hand here is, if you haven't guessed it, is the always online for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and why this is an issue for a lot of players, why this is an issue for the community, why this really doesn't make sense from a development standpoint, technically, and really why it's just all about these gaming companies having complete and total control over your property or what you're purchasing, basically. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about this, because the forums have been on fire lately. I don't know if you guys are still coming to the forums. I know after E3, from here to, what is it, Gamescom, which is another month and a half or so away. I believe it's out in Germany in August sometime. Things might die down. There's no new info coming out. The next info we get at Gamescom is going to be PvP info. And then from then until basically the beta, which will be a few weeks later, that's going to be all the information we get. And there are people petitioning I don't know why I said heck. I tried to keep it clean. I was going to say hell. I was going to say what the hell, but for some reason my mind just went into Disney mode and kept it PG. But people have been petitioning the hell out of these forums. As you can see right here, look at this. Make Ghost Recon Breakpoint offline. 233 replies, right? One of the biggest threads here. What's right underneath it? The death of game ownership and always online. 24 replies. Now we got other things. What's Ubisoft's next announcement? I'm pretty sure I just cleared that up for you, Mr. Patterson. It's going to be probably Gamescom with PvP info and more AI stuff, 32. And if we keep coming through these threads, keep coming down, we see here's another one, offline play, 136 replies. So obviously these are the biggest threads right now that the AI thing was solved. All of a sudden the community is like, oh, keep talking about it, because they're listening to us. When I know I said this in one of my other videos, I really had a hunch they were going to bring back the AI anyway in a future DLC, that the story mode is going to bring us through this single player mission story, and then reunite us with new teammates or whatnot, and things like that. But that's besides the point. Now people are really thinking that if they keep coming here and voicing their opinions, that maybe Ubisoft will change. And you know what, with this, I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Look at this. Ubisoft community manager responded on this one, right? So we have right here. So Can you play this game offline like other Ghost Recon? Duh. I mean, Wildlands does it perfectly. When you want to play PvP, when you want to play co-op, you go, you launch right into their servers. Everything should sync up. Your PvE profile syncs up perfectly when you go online, right? There should be no technical difficulties there. They did it with Wildlands. Please don't make it another Division game. Which, yeah, I mean, I guess they were just releasing this always online slowly to us, and then here we go. Ubi saying, in order to provide the best experience to all players, best experience. What does that even mean? Like, can we get some real 411 right here from Ubisoft? Like, I hate the way developers talk to their community like children. Like, a lot of us would like to know. Just come out flat and say it. We want to have more control over what's going on in our games. We want to limit it. We want to limit pirating. We want to limit some of these issues that we have with not having it always online, with syncing issues to our server, blah, 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 whatever. But give us something to really chew on. So in order to provide the best experience to all players, an internet connection is required to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And as you've seen, the little skit I made, poking fun at it, because, guys, you move to a new apartment, you have to wait to get your internet hooked up. You can't play the game. Your internet goes out. I know every once in a while, I'm in the East Coast, NYC. My internet is top of the line. I have Verizon Fios, okay? Every once in a while, my internet goes out, whether they're doing testing or they're reset. I don't know what. Every once in a while, I got to go to my modem. I try to reset it. It doesn't work, and there's an outage. It's rare, but it happens. It happens with Fios. So I could imagine, the rest of the country, the rest of the world, the issues that you might have with internet. And if you're having any issue at all, you can't play the game. And right now, Ubisoft is weighing their options like, do we care about those people? And the answer is no, they don't. They don't care about people who might be falling on hard times where, I can't afford, because internet's not cheap. Internet is not $20 a month anymore. You get a deal for maybe like Optimum, and it's $60 a month. If you're already a customer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you don't get those promotional deals anymore, and the price goes up. Verizon quoted me for just internet, and I think a phone, like $140, $120, just internet. Like, the prices are crazy, and you can get a promo deal for half of that. But after a year, 2 years, the promo ends, and your price skyrockets. Some people moving forward into the future, this whole cable and internet thing, like, things might change, and stuff like this is just going to be dead. You never know. In 5, 10 years, you want to throw on an old game, you're not going to be able to. Why? Because the services are down, or you cut the internet cord, and you're living, like a wild man in the 1970s. Like, who knows what's going to happen? But this is not the way to do it, in my opinion. Why Ubisoft thinks gamers will want always online games. Look at that date, guys. Look at that date. So they were planting that seed. They were dropping that seed all the way back then to 2013, 6 years ago. They were throwing little hints like, yeah, we think our community is going to always want online games. Oh, is that what you think, Ubisoft? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because here on the forums, people are saying otherwise. And this is basically, this is the core of your community. Now, I know if you sell 10 million units and there's only a couple hundred or 1,000 people complaining on the forums, you can ignore that. And it's like, it is what it is. But the things that they say here, and you know what I'm going to do, guys? Whatever I show here, I'll make sure to link it down below in the description if you want to click on the article and read it for yourself. But it's crazy how the developers are pretending it has to do with what we're gonna want. What are we really gonna want? Always online games? Why? No one cares about that. No one cares about always online games. We would prefer if we're not playing an MMO and if we're playing a single player game, that we can play it anywhere without having to be hooked up to the internet. That makes absolutely no sense. And this is why I said I wish they would stop dilly-dallying and stop beating around the bush and just tell your players, just tell the community, tell the people who are buying your game, this is the reason why we want to do this. This is the reason why, you know, we want to do that. And not just like, oh, well, you know, we feel to give you the best possible gaming experience. Like, yo, stop being so political with the bullshit. Oh man, obviously this came with some limitations with Wildlands. You couldn't play with anyone else if you were always offline. Yeah, because you didn't want to. If I'm playing single player Breakpoint, I'm not playing with anyone online, so it doesn't matter. But no, now you want social hubs, and you want to link things, and you want to make things more, oh, what is going on here, huh? Redditors, yo, I got like, look at ADD right here. This goes to show you why these Twitch girls make so much money. They go on here and they go on Twitch and they do shit like this. Anyway, yo, RIP to this kid. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if he killed himself or whatnot, but I read it the other day. This kid passed away. Rest in peace to that kid. I didn't know who he was, but it's always sad to lose another soul so young. You know, and I come on the Reddit. This kid said something good right here. I left it here. The end game for these companies is becoming clearer every day. This is about complete control, and I completely agree. They hate that people can sell Steam keys. They hate used game sales. Even though you could still sell the Breakpoint game, but this goes back to like Uplay and downloading games and things like that. This is why Ubisoft is killing off key activation for their games now. Soon everything will be completely locked down and games will not only be online only, they will probably have required game streaming for at least parts of the game. Things are going to get rough over the next few years. You know, I think the downloading model, the always online model, the Uplay subscription model, these are all leading to places where it makes used games and GameStop and their business model completely irrelevant. It'll make it obsolete. It'll kill it off. And these game companies want complete and total control of everything, of every facet of the game, every facet of what we do in the game. They want complete and total control. They don't want you playing outside of what they can see and what they can do in their control, which is what offline provides us. And it's just, you know, at this point, it's a bad decision on their part, in my opinion, but I don't think they care. I think they're weighing the options, and they're saying it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter for the people who are complaining. You're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it, because the majority of us are still going to go out there and buy the game. They're still going to sell millions of copies, and at the end, they're still going to make their money, and they're going to continue doing their business model and what they want to do. You know? You see right here, like what this guy says, right? Here's another one. We're not always online. Games shouldn't be either, right? Rob Fahy, however this is pronounced. March, another one, 2013. You see, like they were dropping these gems back then, 6 years ago, because everybody knew it was coming. And now, guys, it's here. And it's the same thing like I said in my last video with the Uplay Plus. They start slow. They put it in our heads. Yeah, here, this is what it's going to be. And then, bam, they smack you with it. Like, oh, no. Oh, a new game coming out. Only on Uplay Plus. DLC. Only on Uplay Plus. This, that, the other. Only on Uplay Plus. Oh, here's a package for the game that has skins. Only on Uplay Plus. It's not now, but hey, this was 6 years ago. So give it time, guys. Wait 5-6 years from now. Let's see what happens with this Uplay Plus and new games coming out, and you just get to see the evolution of what these businesses are doing with gaming. Here, the problems with demanding an internet connection for a single-player game are both severe and obvious. It is absolutely a question of making a game defective by design. It takes a game which has always been playable offline, Ghost Recon, and suddenly tells players that no, they may not play on the train. You can't play on the train if it's on your laptop and you're going somewhere. Sorry. On the plane, you're flying across country. Sorry, it's on your laptop. You can't play this game. You better hook up to the Wi-Fi on the plane. While visiting relatives who don't have Wi-Fi. Hey, you visiting the folks? Kids visiting grandma and grandpa? Hey guys, do you have internet? Oh, what's internet? You know, like, even though I know grandma and grandpa has internet today, obviously, but you never know. You never know. Maybe maybe their router's broken. Who knows? During the 2 weeks it takes to get it installed in your new flat, like I said before, yo, you're moving into a new place, moving from one place to the next. You have to wait. Yo, you can't play the game now. What if you're a competitive PvPer? Or what if you make a living on Twitch, you make a living on YouTube, getting videos out, getting content out. You tell me now you've just limited my content. I gotta hustle here and edit videos and make videos to ensure that I can have a week-long worth of videos while I move. Because God knows I can't just go into my new place, set up real quick and start playing and chop it up with a computer while I wait for furniture and wait for my internet to come. It's like you can't do that. You literally have to sit there and you got to wait for Verizon to come and hook your cable up. 3, 4, 5 days later, who knows? In your bedroom where the Wi-Fi connection doesn't reach, stuff like that happens. You have to hardwire it. You're gonna have to play hardwire if you want to go to bed and play on your laptop a little bit. Even though I don't know who plays the game like that, but I mean he makes some good points, or any other time when an internet connection isn't working. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter to Ubisoft. It doesn't seem to matter to these companies. This is what they're doing. Blizzard did it with Diablo, and the Blizzard community ripped it in half. They hated it. It was pointless. They didn't need it, but they moved forward with it. Why? I don't know. Blizzard wanted complete control of what was going on with Diablo, with how things were working, and we're never going to get a straight answer from these guys. So anyway, yeah, I'm ranting, but I wanted to get this point across because, I try to keep my ear to what's going on, on the forums in the community. This video is a long time coming. It was past due. It was past due. I needed to make it because this is the biggest thread here. The biggest threads here are the online offline threads. And this is only the first page. I could probably keep going and find more and more and more. This is good. Another thing too, for you guys out there, if you're actively on the forums, before you make a post, search for something to bump someone else's post, because 100 of the same posts can get buried, where if 100 of you looked for the first one made, you can bump it up and make it popular and get the attention of the community managers to relay your message back to the developers. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this new tactic gaming companies are doing now, the developers are doing, where everything is going to be always online. How long have you guys had cable? Do you always have cable? Is your cable good? Where are you guys located? Are you in the States? My followers here in the States, worldwide, where are you guys at? How's your internet? What type of service provider do you have? Do they charge an arm and a leg? Do you ever think to yourself, man, this internet is crazy, I don't even want it anymore? I mean, other than the fact of maybe having like a Fire Stick and wanting to stream something on TV, people who couldn't care less about television honestly don't even need cable anymore. They don't need anything. So when it comes to the point where should I cut my internet, it's getting, and if you're not a PvPer, you couldn't care less, you just want to play single player games, it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to buy internet in order just to play games, which is ridiculous. If all I want to do after work is come home and play a single player game, and that's my only source of entertainment, maybe I live by myself, I don't have kids or a wife or a girlfriend who wants television, wants cable, I have internet on my phone, so I have maybe unlimited data on my phone, and I just want to play single player games. It's not the norm. I know we all have internet, but you never know. These are, you got to think about things like this. And it seems like the developers and Ubisoft and all these companies just aren't. And this is going to be the model. Not only is the Uplay Plus and the subscription model going to be a thing, now we're looking at always online games, and it's getting ridiculous. Just like my ranting. So yeah, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comments. Is this annoying? Is this a no-go for some of you guys? Will this actually make you not buy Breakpoint for something like this? Let me know in the comments, and that's it. Guys, communicate in the comments, always be nice, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.